Shalom, and welcome to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul, your Biblical Hebrew podcast. Shalom and welcome to our Biblical Hebrew podcast. Today I would like to speak to you in a broad way about the Bible. Usually people read the Bible and they think this is a book of history, or they look at it like a beautiful poetry. They look at Psalms as an expression of great poetry. They look into Proverbs as a book of wisdom and so on. Some people look at the facts of the Bible and they follow archaeological excavations and so on. All those ways are trying to instrumentalize the Bible, meaning the Bible is a hammer or a tool, and the Bible helps people to cut out, to justify the way they live. It's a tool for them. The Bible becomes a tool to separate themselves from other people, to cause them feel greater and bigger than others. But this is not a way to look at the Bible. The Bible is a mirror of the Spirit. The Bible is not a tool. The Bible is not instrument. And as a mirror of the Spirit, the Bible connects all human beings together. Genesis especially is not an evolutionary book that was written in the 19th century by Darwin, because since we are after him, people have the tendency to read Genesis especially as the book of evolution. But this is not the right lens to look at the book of Genesis. But the Bible is a description of human awareness, how the human mind is developed. And being awake and aware of something greater than him, bigger than him, infinite. And through this lens, I would like us to read the story of the serpent. Because usually when people read the story of the serpent, they look into books of zoology, and they try to look for the right snake that fits the biblical description. But as our listeners noticed in the past, the Bible does not speak of a zoological serpent or snake, but the Hebrew letters describe a concept. Today I would like to speak to you of the speech to the serpent. After God finds out that the speech of the serpent caused Adam and Eve a separation from the Garden of Eden. In Genesis 3:14, God speaks to the serpent and says the following sentence: "Because you have done so, you are cursed from all among cattle and from all the beasts of the field. On your belly you shall walk, and ashes you shall eat all the days of your life." Some people look at this verse and say it's a curse. But the Bible does not speak about reward or punishment. But the Bible does not speak in such manners. So what does the speech to the snake refers to? What is a serpent? Serpent in Hebrew, nachash. The word nachash is written with 3 letters: nun, chet, shin. The volume of the word nachash is 358. Full circle has 360 degrees. The length of completion. Now, what is the distance between 360 and 358. You're right, is 2. The distance between completion and the numeral value of snake, which is 358, is 2. The serpent sits on duality. This is the 2. The difference between the one complete and the serpent is 2. So the nature of a snake or a serpent is dualism. The dualistic perception of life will bring us to conflict. So let's have this picture in our mind. This is the nature of snake, dualism. He starts his speech to the woman, though God said such and such, though, meaning there's another reality, not what God was speaking to Adam in the Garden of Eden, though there is another reality, he immediately opens the option of another reality, possibility. And he said during his speech, and you shall be like God. In Hebrew, ke Elohim, like God. Ke, the letter Kaf, has the value of 20, or without a 0, it's 2. This is how he starts. This is how the separation starts. There is another option than the one. So first of all, let's understand the concept of a snake is 358. The distance from the source, from the tree of life, is 2. Now, afterwards, God says to the snake that he shall walk as a consequence from his speech, he shall walk on his belly. In Hebrew, gachon. Gachon. The word gachon is written with 3 letters. Gimel, Chet, Nun. Gachon. The volume of the letter Gimel is 3. The volume of the letter Chet is 8. And the volume of the letter Nun is 50. Those 3 digits, 3, 8, 5, are the same digits in which we express the word serpent or snake in Hebrew, but in different order. The word for snake in Hebrew is nachash. The word nachash is written with 3 letters, Nun, Chet, Shin. Nun is 50, Chet is 8, and Shin is 300. In little numbers, it would be 5, 8, 3. So if we look at the little numbers of the word snake and of the little numbers of the word belly in Hebrew, we see that in both of them we find the same digits. In serpent is 3, 5, 8, and in belly in Hebrew it's 3, 8, 5. 385 or 385 in Hebrew is the numeral value of the word safa. Safa. Safa means 2 things in Hebrew. One is a lip, and the second is language. So looking through this lens, what is, so to speak, the frame of the serpent after God discovered his scheme? You shall walk on your belly. But God continues and said to the serpent, and ashes or dust you shall eat all the days of your life. The word for dust or ashes in Hebrew is afar. Afar. The word afar is written with 3 letters. Ain, Pei, Resh. Two of the letters afar, Pei and Resh, par, has the numeral value of 280. The letter Ein has the value of 70. When we divide 280 to 70, we get the sum of 4. So what, so to speak, is the situation of the snake or of the serpent in us? If we accept that this world is a place of conflict and troubles and fights and constant disagreement, we are speaking in different languages. One language is love. Different languages is the world of conflicts. And as a consequence of speaking any other language than love, people eat what? Ashes. What ashes? What is ashes? Not that just believe in duality, they live in more conflicts that are created from more duality, the 4. There is no rest. When people have a sense of love in them, of unity, their speech will be unifying and pleasant to the existence. When people are not aware of the existence of love and unity in the world, it's like a person who fills his mouth with ashes and dust and speaks to the world dust and ashes, not a living God, but a person fills his mouth with dust and chewing dust, a person who tells lies constantly and gossip and goes from home to home or from feed to feed and just move the information out and about without reflecting on it, without understanding of it, is like a person who's chewing dust and ashes, just moving the dust. The tongue just moved the dust from left to right, but no consequences. From his mouth, the temple is not being built, because in our capability to speak, to think, and to converse, we can create infinite universes of love. But if we are not using this opportunity to build infinite worlds with love and care, it is like that our tongue and our mouth and our lips are all filled with one bucket of dust, and we are like snakes that are chewing dust and ashes all the days of our lives. Let us choose truth and speak truth. As the Bible says, when a person speaks the truth, he speaks a living God. So let's choose a living God. Thank you for listening to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to hear more about a certain topic, just write us an email to hebrew@learnoutlive.com. We are always happy to hear from you. For more episodes, videos, and articles like this, please visit our website at hebrew.learnoutlive.com. We also would like to invite you to join our live classes. Just search for Online College of Biblical Hebrew on Facebook and start learning now with students from all over the world. Koltuv and Shalom.